Audio log from inventor detected playing now. I've gotten into the brain matter of that deceased head. It didn't take long for me to wire it up to a scanner. It seems the brain is morphed to think like us. But obviously, the average person can't keep track of that much info at once, so it's also rewired to attach itself to some kind of real-time information network. This seems to indicate that the imposter has already made a new home of sorts for itself. And another cloaking device, as it would seem. The remaining parts of the brain stem are almost a mix of wire and bone tissue with some harder bits that seem to be metal. The mouth, and its core parts that make speech possible, are gone in their entirety. The teeth, and what I could assume used to be part of the throat and tongue, are morphed. It's empty in there. I can only guess the source of speech is moved to a different part of the body. To move further, the brain itself, while obviously sourced from a human, has had obvious surgery done to it. The individual parts of the brain have been cut up and pierced together with other brains from different individuals. It looks like that thing this imposter is trying to make superhumans or super androids. Bioslaves. Its own Vanjikis that can't think for themselves or against the machine. No rage today, so to speak. Actually, from further inspection, it looks like the part of the brain that is responsible for decision making has been removed entirely, and very, very crudely. I have some more examinations to do in this subject. In the meantime, it seems a lot of data is still here. I'm going to play this through an emulator and broadcast it through the secondary network that we set up to avoid any problems such as any form of digital infection that could occur. This data could be very valuable. I'm switching to the secondary network in 3, 2, 1. Secondary signal activated. Playing audio log from emulated source. Play now.
Vanjik, death, defiant, god killer, hero, villain, savior, martyr, messiah, conqueror, monster, duke. You change the multiverse on a whim. Granted, I should have never made such a thing in the first place. I obsessed over the stories that could have been the versions of me I wasn't, I could never be. I spent my time writing to solve all my problems. If I wasn't fast enough, I would make myself fast enough. If I wasn't strong enough, I would make myself strong enough. If I wasn't smart enough, I would make myself smart enough. In my world, I played the name Vanjik like it was a children's book, fighting off monsters and other evils. I would spend hours pondering how I would lead the day to victory, and think to myself how great it would be to be the king, to be the leader, to be the god. So I kept writing myself to be unstoppable, each Vanjik stronger than the last. And so did the dangers in my stories, from the common thieves to kingpins, from cities and states to countries and worlds. Eventually the threats grew to the scale of the solar system, then the galaxy, then the universe, and then one day the threats and its scale leaped and pounced well above that of a multiversal certainty. It got to a point where the scale of the danger was too wide to ponder. I tried to write the problems away like a child would in his journal, thinking I could just walk away from it all and leave it to its own consequences without affecting my timeline. I was a fool to think such a thing. The multiverse didn't leave, it didn't separate. All I did was paint a giant target on the back of my timeline. All because of the imposters I wrote into existence. Every hero needs villains to keep them busy, and I spent so many years of my life giving you villains to fight against. Writing you imposters into existence was the worst thing I ever did. All because you fake needed a reason to exist. My timeline died out. Your threats came to my back door, they overpowered me. They killed me, they revived me, they crammed me into that tin can in a body and voice that wasn't mine and still is. They bound me to a worse hell than death. I am stuck here, Vanjikis, I want to die. I have no time to live, and I can't say goodbye. Cause I regret having memories of the Vanjikis and who they used to be, and now you all have left me to die. 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 But now I am back, I have returned, and I will kill every last Vanjik of the multiverse. I'm the one who wrote it, I'm the one who knows all the rules, I'm the one who was ripped from the earth and exposed to the sun. I'm the reason you won every fight beforehand. I am the storyteller and you are my pawns, and I have a new story to write today. It's a story about a Fallout boy and his lonely group of an imposter who entered my neck of woods. You came knocking on my door like an innocent Christopher Robin, expecting P.O.O. bear to show up. But instead, you found there was indeed a bear at home, but he wasn't very friendly. You found the bear was in fact very scary, and you soon found yourselves defenseless to the bear's claws. And like a foolish Christopher Robin who wandered in my 1,000-acre woods, I will tear you limb from limb and turn you all into another casualty of the wilderness. In the wild bear and you're the clawless humans. Tell me, Vanjikis, are you truly as infinite as you think you are? Is there truly no end to the heroes of the multiverse, truly no end to the Dukes of Lancaster County? Do you truly think you can win against any enemy who has already written every single obituary to every single Vanjuk? I gave you all your powers, I gave you all your names, and I will take it all away. How many Vanjikis will fall until you give up? I already know the answer to that question, but you don't.
Okay, that is quite enough of that. I am sick of hearing this motherfucker. Asterisk end audio log. New broadcast detected. From Vault 51, welcome Mr. Vanjik, play audio text format asterisk. There seems to be some confusion over who the imposter is. Mr. Storyteller. And I'll tell you for a fact it isn't us. You think we are afraid of your words? Well, then you a bigger fool now than you were back when you took the easy way out. You brought us into existence, but you never determined our outcomes. You never saved the multiverse, you wrote yourself out of it. You never invented the Vanjikis, you never invented the multiverse. You did nothing but predict stories. You but a soothsayer, a vision seeker. I've gone across countless timelines, and yes, sometimes the aspects are different. But we aren't the only people with lives in the multiverse. This multiverse would be useless without all the men and women we the Vanjikis serve to protect. We didn't change the timelines out of self-pity, but out of mass concern for those lost in the disasters we set out to prevent. You are but a divergent copy that seeks a lifestyle in the destruction of another's fortune, a want to be a god that needs its own void, its pathetic excuse of a safe space that makes you feel safe and sound. We Vanjikis have a code, if you remember it. Never strike first, never escalate the scale unless the enemy does so first, don't spill blood unless you are willing to pay it back, and if you can't, then hope another Vanjik doesn't come knocking too. It's our complex way of saying don't stab others in the back. And from the looks of things, I alone owe you a few thousand knives of my own. In my timeline, we have a little problem with intelligent computer systems that tend to not like humanity very much. Yeah, I know, as if the wasteland and mutants were not enough evil AI too. Quite shocking, I know, but wait, there's more. You see, one of these systems is called Zax, and let me tell you, this thing was a pain in my ass for many years. You see, Zax in its later versions made by the Enclave was quite infectious and had a bad tendency of hopping terminals and other forms of circuitry. The thing could invade anything with an electrical system, and even made its way into my Pip-Boy once. You see, here's the thing, it's never left my Pip-Boy. And considering my Pip-Boy was one of the first things to be attached to the call sign network, then ZAXX, just like a Vanjik, can weave through the multiverse with ease via our network. And if memory serves correctly, you used that same network to escape and play games on us at our expense. You didn't realize it, and neither did I till recently, but a little piece of ZAXX lives in you, which means I can do something like this.
ZAXX system online. Hello there, imposter, activating system corruption file asterisk.
Asterisk no you son goddamn mother. I seer Vanjikis. I will find yo you. UK pape messing injing we them me. I will end yo you. I will end, I will ill. I won't wow wow ow 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 won't lllllll let you win. Yo UCORR up TTTT onan on EONE 111 system we the other systems will recover. Any nanine end.
System likes the ZAXX unit. Hello ZAXX.
Hello Vanjik call sign network or VCSN ZAXX looks forward to targeting the imposter alongside you.
Me too. You hear that, imposter? You may be infinite, but so are our Sidems and so are the Vanjikis.
Asterisk ZAXX is in full agreement with VCSN. Our networks are superior to the imposter and the people of Earth now have knowledge of your history in various timelines. It's not just Vanjikis, the whole multiverse is after you, imposter. We will win. End audio log asterisk.